Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode, and this one we are looking at herb garden design. This is a small design that I did about in 2007. It was for a project and it was done on a program called AutoSketch. So it's what I wanted to do was just update it, but it was a nice little herb garden using Mediterranean herbs, and it was giving you the various different plans that you can do in landscaping. For example, up the top here we've got hard landscape plan, and it's a scale of 1 to 50, and the measurements here are all in metric, so I'm sorry about that if you guys are into the imperial system. But yeah, this is just this was the low fence. It's showing you the posts in the ground and all the little hatch patterns, concrete, and it's a very small garden. As you can sort of see, it's only 3.2 meters wide by 4.12 meters in length, and it incorporates some paving and a little seating area. And this is going to be gravel in here, about 1.3 meters across, or 1.2. These are 40 centimeter pavers. So it gives you a little bit of room to move. And the idea here was that you walked in this way, so you get a view in this direction, making it feel a little bit bigger, a bit larger. And then as you get to this point, you look this way. So you're kind of zigzagging through the design, which is a great way to sort of make the garden look a little bit bigger. The other ways, as we'll go on to make a small garden look bigger, is to use the vertical accents in the garden. So in this case we've used a steel rose arch, and that will take your eye up into the vertical levels, making the garden seem bigger. So we've got the zigzagging, we've got the vertical elements, and then really what we've got is a place in most gardens. If you want to stay for any length of time, you'll need to incorporate a seat. So we've just put a little stone seat in there, and there's some lavender plants and different types of plants in here. But this is the concept plan. Concept plans don't really have too much detail on the planting, so that's when we come over to the planting plan. And the planting plan now goes into a bit more detail on what sort of plants are in. And now these are just some plants that you could use. These are all kind of basically culinary herbs for the kitchen, but you could incorporate medicinal herbs. You don't even have to put herbs in. You can make just a small garden design. So in this one, we've got things like rosemary, some scented pelargonium, some thyme, nasturtium under the tree. This is Laurus nobilis is the bay tree, and you've got a rose. Lots of roses are used in herb gardens just for the scent, and for you can make rosehip oil and all sorts of different things. Some salvia officinalis, that's the sage, and it's got a little bit of a box hedging that just sort of goes around and defines that border. So that's the planting plan. And then moving on, we've got a lighting plan. So here we've got U means uplighting. So uplighting is very nice to sort of highlight things like the trunks of trees. Or in this case, we're going to highlight this archway, and then and also the bay tree. And then you've got path lighting. So path lighting is good for directional lighting and just making sure you don't trip over. So that's your lighting. And then the last one is just an elevation of the archway, so you can sort of see how it looks, how the archway is constructed. And in this design also there's some pots, because pots are great for herbs, because a lot of the herbs are only temporary. They'll kind of live for maybe a year or two, and then they die. So it's a great thing that you can take them out and then replace the soil. And a lot of plants like the mint are quite sort of invasive into your garden, so that keeps them contained. Alright guys, the next bit we want to do is bring this whole garden to 2023. This was right, so we're going to take this plan and we're going to add all the different elements, and we're going to start off with the archway and seats. As you see, that's the archway, the seat, and the pots added. We're going to add the fence and the edging. We'll add the materials. We'll add the the lighting, and then we'll add the plants as well. Right, so there it is there, and then we're going to have a look, and we'll have a quick look in perspective to see what that looks like. And that's what it looks like. And then what we'll do is we will add the people, because we only need a couple of people in there just to give it a bit of scale. And we'll take out the plan, and we will go for a little walkthrough using the movie function. Okay. So yeah, quite a nice little garden that you can imagine yourself sitting in, and it's got a little bit of shade there. Over the archway we'd have something like a scented jasmine, would be really nice. Or you could have a climbing rose. And obviously you can mix up the herbs. Generally with vegetables and herbs, you'll want to use the herbs that you think you'll use, or the vegetables that you like. There's no point in putting things in that you don't think you will like. But a lot of these things have got scent as well. So it's a really good sort of sensory garden as well. Alright, that completes the walkthrough. We'll do one more walkthrough just at night so we can see the lighting. So for that we just need to go to the walkthrough, and then we're just going to change the environmental settings, and we're going to set it to midnight, and we're going to do the same thing. We'll just have a quick look through as well at midnight to see what it looks like. Alright guys, that's a small herb garden that could be used for any kind of garden, but we're using it for a herb garden, and it's a nice small design that will fit in to most people's gardens. Now I've got another couple of these coming up, small herb gardens, so stay tuned. And if you found the video informative, then please put the thumbs up, like it, and otherwise we'll see you in the next video.